Do you have a favourite food? Do you have foods that you love? Are you eating them every day? Are you enjoying them? Is food a pleasurable experience for you, or do you just eat for performance? Very personal questions, and I think they're none of my business. I'm just asking you to answer the question to yourself, because why would you stop eating your favourite food? Why would you eat food that you don't like? And why would you get somebody else to tell you what to eat? Surely you understand your body better than anybody else. So I'm in the kitchen. I've had a really busy day. I've been working in the garden. I've been at my desk for a long time. I've run my puppy dogs. I'm really hungry. So I listened to my body. My body said, Rowie, go make a sandwich. Now I've got a choice with the sandwiches though, because I love bread. I've got white fluffy farmer's loaf and I just love it. It's yummy. I've also got, I love toasting this bread. It's just delicious. It's whole grain Vogel bread. Now, I could eat bread every single day, and I do eat bread every single day, and I could eat bread for the rest of my life. So I enjoy my food. And that's all I'm asking for everybody. So first of all, what do you love to eat? Don't let somebody tell you not to eat it. Don't waste calories on food that you don't like. Why would you? And then how do you turn your body into something that is a high-performing machine on the fuel that you put into it, and you are able to do all the things that you want to do? And I'll use bread again as an example. Some people, when they eat bread, they feel bloated and they feel uncomfortable and it makes them feel yucky. So don't eat bread. What a great way to find out. I ate some bread, it makes me feel bad, so don't eat it. You don't need somebody to tell you that. Somebody says, I'm lactose intolerant. I don't know what that means because I'm not. But if you drink milk or you eat dairy products and you feel yucky, why would you eat them? Stop eating them. That just makes sense. But should we be aware of the difference between a guilt factor to do with your brain, psychological, versus physical? So if I feel sick physically, I'm not going to eat that food. But if I'm fighting with myself psychologically, should I have that? Shouldn't I have it? I wish I could have it. How many hours of exercise do I need to do to burn it off? How do I justify eating this food? Surely that's not a healthy mental headspace to have. So as somebody who just loves food and wishes that everybody else did too, I've worked with so many people that have a horrible relationship with food, and as I always share, it's usually a horrible relationship with themselves, or their life is terrible, but they use a food as an avenue to almost punish themselves. So they either don't eat anything, or they eat and throw up, or they eat too much food and become morbidly obese, or they eat and they feel guilty because they ate, and I just think all of that's horrible. So what if you turn your body into a fast food burning machine, calorie burning machine, bread burning machine? What if you turn your body into something that's so incredibly healthy? In the most important one, your hormonal system, which is the one that says, Rowie, you're hungry, you need to eat some food. Rowie, you're full, stop eating. So I'll use the bread again as an example. When I look at this and I'm hungry, I think I could eat the whole loaf because I'm really hungry. But I've got a really fit, strong hormonal system that says, Rowie, you're hungry. I have 2 or 3 bits of bread and I'm full. So I don't eat anymore. I want to because I love it, but I'm full, and that's an endocrine system that's really healthy. So if you've got a really fit, strong, healthy body, is it possible that your hormones will be healthy? You'll be in control of your hormones, not the other way around, which of course then means you don't eat for emotional reasons. You don't eat because you're angry or because you're sad or because you've had a bad day. You eat because you're hungry, and you stop eating when you're full. So how do you get fit, get puffed? How do you get strong, lift heavy? When you get really puffed and you lift really heavy, your muscles send a message back to your brain to say we've got to be better for next time. So make sure that we've got the nutrition that we need, that we're hydrated, that we're sleeping, that we're getting fresh air and sunshine, and that we are the healthiest and fittest and strongest we can possibly be, so that if the threat is bigger, if the weight is heavier, if the distance is, we have to go quicker, then we can. That's how the hormonal system works. The myokine system from the muscles sends a message back to the brain to say be better for next time. So all of that comes from, and you can say, well, I eat healthy food and then I'll go and exercise. Well, how about this? Get really fit and get really strong, and then your body will look after you because it'll tell you what you need. Your hormonal system is that messaging system that tells you, go to sleep, you're tired, stop eating, you're full, have a drink, you're thirsty, don't hang out with those people, they're wrecking your emotions. All of that comes from being fit and strong. And so this is my begging position as always, because I want our kids to be healthy, and we've got too many kids that are depressed, we've got kids that are fat, we've got kids that are angry, we've got kids that are just not having a great life. And what does that mean their future is going to be like? So how about get as fit as you can possibly be by getting puffed, The phosphate system is only 10 seconds, so get puffed as many times as you can throughout the day for 10 seconds at 100% effort to get 100% result. Make sure you've got really strong muscles and bones and ligaments and tendons and joints so that you can't get puffed if you're weak. You've got to have a really strong body. And the focus of strength is really important, of course, because if you don't have strong muscles, you can't do anything. I'll say that again. If you are weak, if your muscles aren't strong, you can't do anything. You do everything slowly and you've got no energy and you're tired. And I just think that's a horrible way to live. So I'll wrap this all up as I always do. Eat when you're hungry, stop eating when you're full. Don't eat the things that you don't like, eat all the things that you love. Make sure that the most of the food that you eat either is grown in the ground or runs on the ground and hasn't been screwed with by humans. But of course, this white bread has been screwed with seriously by humans. This is no longer nutritional value. This is just yummy and it's good for my mental health because I really enjoy it. How about living your life like that? And the whole process of being healthy, fit and strong is very, very simple. Get puffed to get fit, lift heavy to get strong. Make sure that it's safe so that you don't get injured because you can't do anything if you're injured. Make sure it's short so you don't get bored so that you can be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of your life. And you can live your life to the max, loving your food. Yummy food in the kitchen. Yeah, super duper doo. How are you? Loving my food. Woohoo!